Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and I'm back with another preview and prediction video. Today I will be doing the Wisconsin Badgers. Last season Wisconsin went 9-4, 6-3 in the Big Ten with a win in their bowl game against Arizona State by 7. Wisconsin, the past few years, has had mediocre offense but great defense. There's a situation with Wisconsin quarterbacks that needs to be addressed. Before Graham Mertz was Jack Cohn, and before Jack Cohn was Hornibrook. So let's address that. Alex Hornibrook, he was fine, game manager, made it work for Wisconsin with Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. He transfers to Florida State, absolutely crumbles, is absolutely forgotten after 1 year. Then comes in Jack Cohn. He has a great game, one game, then is terrible, or mediocre, I would say, the next few before he's injured, and then comes Graham Mertz, who has a great game and puts Jack Cohn on the bench. Well, Jack Cohn transfers to Notre Dame for last year, and Graham Mertz starts for Wisconsin. They contrasted each other. Jack Cohn at Notre Dame, great quarterback, ended up going to one of the, not the Senior Bowl, but one of the ones under that, and I think he was drafted, if not he was picked up by somebody. He was great last year for Notre Dame. Graham Mertz, on the other hand, looked terrible. A turnover prone, everything like that. That showed in close games again. That showed in games against teams like Wisconsin, or not Wisconsin, you're Wisconsin. Penn State, Notre Dame, Michigan, and Minnesota. You know what those have in common? You lost all those games. So let's take in that perspective. Let's look and my notes and see what I think. So, Wisconsin. Paul Chryst, 11th season as a head coach. He's a great head coach, loves to run the ball, loves old school offense and defense. 27th in the recruiting over the last 5 years overall in the country, 6th in the Big Ten. Not bad. Defense should still be good. Offense maybe improves, even though I don't believe in Graham Mertz. Maybe they improve. That's the thing. So, how will they do? Well, let me just tell you. Wisconsin start the season off against the Illinois State Redbirds. Should be a win. Maybe you have a misconception of how Graham Mertz is if he throws like 5 touchdowns against them, which I could see that happening. Week 2, you have a big non-con game with Washington State coming to town. I think it's a close game, but I think that turnovers decide the game, and Graham Mertz's middle name is Turnover, so I think Washington State gets the win with their new quarterback Cameron Ward, who may struggle in this game as well. But I think you start the season 1-1 before staying home and playing New Mexico State. New Mexico State, nowhere near where you are. They're a Group of 5 team. You'll get the win. 2-1 before you go on the road to Ohio State. You're not in the condition to compete with Ohio State this year. That's going to be a loss. 2-2 to start the year before facing Illinois. Illinois, you'll beat them. You'll be 3-2 before going on the road to Northwestern. Northwestern, this is going to be a close game. Like I said in my Northwestern preview, I see them as kind of the Nebraska of last year, but this year. So it's going to be close, but I'll give you the win. So you're 4-2. Then you go on the road to Michigan State. I think this is a loss. I think you lose at Michigan State. Turnovers are a problem, like they always are in losses. But I think Michigan State's offense, with their 2 new running backs and Peyton Thorne being back for a second year starting, make a difference. So you lose this one and go to 4-3. Yeah, 4-3 before playing Purdue. I think get the win against Purdue. I think your defense is going to be enough to slow down Purdue's offense. And like I've said with my reasoning for Purdue, when they're supposed to win, when they're looked at as they're supposed to win that game, they usually lose. And when they're looked at as underdogs and going to get blown out, they usually compete and win. So You win this game, I believe you're 5-3 going into your bye week. Yep, 5-3 going to your bye week. After that, you play Maryland. You'll beat Maryland. You'll be able to slow down Tulia Tagovailoa in that offense enough, especially at home, and take the win to where you're 6-3. Then you go on the road to Iowa, and I think you lose this game. Iowa, like you, is a very defensive team. They love to play good defense and run the ball and have a game-managing quarterback. They're just like you in being stuck in the past. You're in Kinnick Stadium. Like I said with your other losses, turnovers are going to decide the game, and I think it's going to decide this game as well. So you are 6-3. Or 6-4. Then you go on the road to Nebraska. Hard to play back-to-back road games. Nebraska's going to be a lot better. This is going to be a close game, but I think they get you. I think Nebraska in Lincoln, in Memorial Stadium, gets the win and gets your 5th loss on the year. Then you play Minnesota at home, and I think you get the win. I think your defense is enough to slow down Tanner Morgan in a close game and Mohamed Ibrahim to finish the season 7-5. A disappointing year for Wisconsin. However, I think that some quality of life improvements will be made after this offseason. Will be made after the season in the offseason. Maybe to kind of bring in a new style of offense. Maybe. That's wishful thinking for Wisconsin fans. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And that's it for my Big Ten previews. All the Big Ten teams are done. All SEC teams are done. All ACC teams are done. All I got left is the Big 12 and the Pac-12. So let me know in the comments which conference I should do next. Hope you all enjoyed, and Go Dogs.